Welcome to Koh Young here at IPC Apex. I'm delighted to be joined by Juan Arango, the General Manager for the United States.
Hi Trevor, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Very good. So I've got a number of new products to look at today, Juan. Starting off with your true 3D AOI Zenith 2. So
Correct.
What's the difference between 3D and true 3D?
Well, we're a 3D company, so our engine and the basis of all our equipment is 3D. We added 2D for things that we can't do in 3D, OCV, OCR, barcode reading, things like that. But all our measurement is done through 3D. What that gives us is better data for statistical analysis, so the machine becomes much more user-friendly to get the benefits out of it.
Right, okay. So unlike other companies that started from 2D and moved to 3D, you started from 3D, but you can also do some of the 2D functions.
That is correct. That's the backbone of Koh Young, and it's something that's a direction from Dr. Koh, our founder, that we are a 3D company, and he doesn't follow, he leads.
Okay. Now, one of the other key things which you touched on there as well is of course that it's metrology driven. It's all measurement, which is of course essential for the new softwares that we're working with the Smart Factory.
Correct. So we provide a lot of good data, but it has to be easy to use. So the K-Smart package provides the statistical analysis and the ease of use, so the customers can now use the data to improve their process. At the end of the day, no escapes and minimal false calls, and that's how we're able to achieve it.
That's great. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, I'm sure you're pulling off a huge amount of data from these machines.
Yes.
The bottleneck has always been how to interpret that and bring it back as meaningful, actionable items that's easy for operators to understand.
Absolutely, and not only operators, management too.
Yeah.
Because managers can be at their desk and they can see what's running, how well it's running. It gives you very easy to use dashboards that pinpoints what your pain points are, and then as an engineer you fix what you know is broken. If you don't know, you can't do anything about it. And we make it very graphically easy to interpret to be able to attack any deficiencies.
Right, super. What other functions do you get out of your K-Smart system?
So we can do remote monitoring, so no longer does the person have to be at the machine. He could be in a center and monitoring multiple machines. We link the two between SPI and AOI that allows you to get better validation and proof for root cause. You can compare what the paste was on the pad and then the component, and you can see, oh, tombstone, oh look, it didn't have enough paste on that pad.
Can you overlay the two?
Two screenshots, one next to the other.
Right.
So it's also we have real-time monitoring, so we're constantly looking so we know what's running and how well it's running.
Right. Okay, excellent. So looking around on the other side of the booth, you've also got another new machine that you're showing which is doing pin insertion.
It's not inserting pins, it's measuring the pins.
I apologize, you're right. Yeah.
So what we did is we took a variation of the Zenith 2, and it's a 4 projector, and what we do is we need to know the height of the pin, the position with respect to where it needs to be, and how it relates to the pins next to it. Because these pins are going to mate with something, and if what's going to go in doesn't align, then it won't mate. So, and most of these are press fit, so it's not so easy to bend them. So it's something that the industry needed, and that's one of the things that Dr. Koh is, I would say, famous for. He's a problem solver. He provides tools that customers need. This was a request from a customer.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, having the pins vertically aligned so that there's no deviations and they mate correctly is critical.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's also another thing we're showing. We added a dispenser to an SPI. It's a product we've had for years, but the previous version of the dispenser would cause maintenance issues, and our machine runs very well, so why would you put something that makes it stop? So we found a good dispenser, and in the industry, insufficient is the most common error. So in the world of Industry 4.0 and touchless lines and improving the process, if you can just drop a few dots on there and keep going, you don't have to wipe the board and start all over. So again, little improvements in our present product line that the industry is embracing, and that's what we feel is why the growth of Koh Young has been what it has been.
Yeah, that's a great idea, because as you say, you get a lot of insufficients coming in, and just to be able to touch them up like that is great. Is that your own product that you've got in there, or is it a...
No, so we add the dispenser, which is something we found. It's and retrofitted to work, and then we're partnering with paste companies for them to develop the proper chemistry to be able to work well with our machines. So we have machines in some paste companies, so it's a partnership that we need to put something in there, and that's not our core competence. So we partner with industry leading companies that help us achieve these goals.
Does the data from that or the images from that come back to your K-Smart system?
Absolutely. That's everything. So if there's an insufficient, we'll drop some dots, we'll re-inspect, it's good, it goes. But then all this data is kept. So we're able to get the statistics of why that happened, so we can then feed back to the printer and solve the problem without having to wipe a board.
Okay. Well, it's some very useful additional process tips there and systems. Juan, I want to thank you for giving us a walk around the latest things from Koh Young.
Well, thank you very much for coming, Trevor. Always good to see you.